Okay, honey harvest part 2. Robert is cleaning up our tub that we put them all in. We had to bring them up to the porch. And I mean, this is our amateur solution, but it's awesome. I mean, it works without us having to buy expensive equipment. So what we do is we just take them and we use our knives and we start scraping the frames. So I get to go first this time, which is always so fun.
Hi. Hi, here's Miss Chelle. So look at this. I mean, this is just beautiful. And all we're gonna do, we do it the old-fashioned way. We don't have a fancy spinner or anything, so she's just decapping it, is what we call that. Taking the top layer of wax off, and you can already see the honey just oozing on down. And that's our pot with our net in it, and it'll all get strained out.
And the net, so what I did to find a net that would work for this is I just went to the painter's department at Walmart, and they have nets like this, strainers for their paint buckets. So I got it and I sterilized them, and it works perfectly.
They work great.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it will go through quickly.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly, and then we can pour into our jars right here that are ready. There's our quart jars and pint jars. That's all we use. And but then we'll let it sit and let it sit for a week or so. And, and you'll end up getting another quart out of it just from what, you know, slowly drains through.
And then I take that and I do a boil out process so that I can save all my beeswax. You know, the beeswax is useful for so many things. I use it in my own face product that I make.
Look at that.
Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Wow.
God's bounty. God, and it is delicious too. I cannot believe how good this honey is. And I don't know, I mean, I don't think it's just because it's ours, but I swear this is the best tasting honey I've ever had. And I've had it from local beekeepers, the stuff you buy in the store. I mean, comes from Brazil and Mexico and all over the place, but I'm telling you, this honey that we get out of this backyard is just delicious.
It is.
As pure can be. And there, I'll show you something so you can see, if you see the color of this one, it's kind of a medium amber, what we're getting right now, which is absolutely perfect. But what I'll show you real quick, so we waited last year, my snack cabinet, don't look at my snacks, we waited till last year, and this was from July of 2023, you can see how dark that is. And then, this is the first frame this year from April 14th, look how light that is. So it's amazing the color contrast of honey, depending on what time of the season you harvest it, and the taste changes, the color changes, the consistency changes.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, it really is. But so this is a medium color, and it's really this was a perfect time to do this. Actually, it wouldn't have made it any longer, because as we were showing you, these hives were just busting out. You can see right here it was already broken. Right here where it's already broken, it was just too much already. And the bees, of course, are having a nice, good, healthy living, which is great. But it was a perfect time for us to harvest. And so Chelle's just going to keep at it. She's just going to keep on getting everything she can get. And we'll put the frames back in today, and then we're going to go back underneath that one. And because I have three boxes on top of each other, so this is just the top box, and then the middle box will also have honey in it, but the bottom box we don't mess with. That's where the queen is. That's where they do all their business at, so we don't mess with the bottom box ever. we just leave it alone. But we'll put these frames back in and they'll build them back up. And I don't think we'll be able to get any more this year out of it. I think this will probably be it, which is fine because we're going to get, see all these jars right here? That's not going to hold everything that we're going to get. That's 6 quarts and what do we have, 4 pints there. And that's not going to be enough, which is awesome because we still have honey from last year left. And so this will carry us into 2025, into 2026, I guarantee it.
Honey's an awesome survival food.
Yep.
I mean, there's so much in it. I was reading something, and I wish I could tell you exactly where it was, but as I was reading some of the stuff out of our bee books I find and survival books I have and whatnot, that basically in a survival situation, honey has enough nutrients in it that like 2 teaspoons a day in water will keep you alive for a while.
Yeah, for a while anyway. So, you know, and it's easy to carry a bottle of honey with you. So, you know, hopefully we never have to come to that survival test. I prefer not to. I'd like to keep enjoying it with my breakfast inside my nice comfy house. But, you know, you never know what's going to happen.
Right, right. And see, you can see, like, this is how I harvest the frames each time. I take all of the wax because the bees rebuild it.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I have no problem just scraping out. We don't buy those wax things to put back in. We let the bees do what bees do.
Yeah, remember, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but bees have been around for a long, long time. They know what to do.
Yeah. And
that's why I don't do anything with my hives at all. Nothing. I let the bees do all the work, and they do a fantastic job at it.
You know, for accidental beekeepers,
yeah,
which is
that's all we are.
We call ourselves that, right? I mean, this is our 4th year of harvesting honey. Is it 4th?
4th year harvesting honey. We've had them for 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So
the first year you don't get anything, obviously.
And it's been really successful for us.
I started going to class at the agricultural center, and actually I won a grant, and that's how I got our first set of bees and our hives and everything. I won a grant from the state, and then COVID hit, and I never went back. Honestly, I just never went back to class. I just let it do its thing, and well, here we are. So far, so good. You know.
Yeah, and I think that the bee associations, I mean, it's great networking,
they're
great
awesome.
To be
they're
a part
awesome.
of.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful thing. I can't wait when we are in our new location to get involved there.
We'll be moving to the mountains here pretty soon, and they have an association up there in Elkin where we're going to. And so we look forward to being up there in the mountains. Can't wait. Putting a new home up there.
A Clayton home.
Yeah, a Clayton home. That's right, because I'm a project manager for Clayton Homes, for those of you who don't know that. And so, yes, I stand behind our product, and we're doing a double-wide home, and it's a beautiful, beautiful home.
In Oxford.
That's right, from the Oxford company in Oxford, North Carolina. So we really are very blessed with that.
Yeah.
Not only do I work for a great, awesome company, but also to be able to get a home from them also. So we're very blessed with that. So we can't wait to get to the mountains. And we'll be bringing our bees to the mountains with us. Yeah. And plus we'll be getting more. Chelle was talking about, I think, or she was talking to me about it anyway, about getting the swarm boxes. Mm-hmm. And we'll be able to put the swarm boxes up in the trees, actually catch our own bees, which is just so cool.
I'll put links to what I'm going to buy. I found what I wanted to get for us through watching a Doug and Stacy video, which they're amazing. They're just always doing all kinds of things, and I got to see one of their videos that showed what they're using, and I'm going to get us the same thing and hang up a swarm box, because when they have the guy who makes them, and I'm sorry, I think it's horizontalhive.com, but it'll be in the description if I'm wrong. He, on their video, and I'll link their video too, so that you can see. But what he was talking about, he was explaining the science of, why purchase bees and transport them to your location, and then they're not used to the area, and so they've got, they're already hit with a hardship. And we know we lost one swarm. Yeah, and I think it was exactly that, because they had been transported in from somewhere else, and we tried to set them up to survive, and they just didn't make it. Whereas if you catch bees, a swarm that's already in your area, they're already strong, they've already adapted to the area, that's their home, that's where they belong. And so you're going to have a better success with them in the box. And so he had lots of great points, lots of things to learn, and I'm really excited about trying his methods going forward in our new location. All right. Do you want to end this one for now?
Okay,
that'll
folks.
be part 2. We'll probably have part 3, part 4. We'll see as we keep going through this today. And shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.